the one who is meant to hear these words. First, I'd like to invite you to take a deep breath. If you can, pause everything around you for a moment. Your phone will still be there, the notifications will still be there, your work, your emails, all the unfinished worries will still be there. But right now, just for these few minutes, allow yourself to be fully present with you. You don't need to force yourself to be positive. You don't need to pretend to be strong. You don't need to act like everything is fine. You only need to be you, honestly, exactly as you are. Maybe for many years, you've gotten used to introducing yourself with some kind of label. I work at a bank. I'm an engineer. I'm self-employed. We're taught from a young age that we must have a stable job, a decent salary, a position that earns other people's respect. And then, slowly, we start to believe, I was born to work. I exist to make a living. I'm only safe when my paycheck is steady, my contract is secure, my position is stable. But deep inside, have you ever heard a very soft whisper? I can't just live like this. My life can't just be go to work, go home, sleep, and repeat forever. That isn't greed or selfish ambition. That is the calling of your soul. You were not born just to have a stable job. You were not created just to make a living and get through the days. You are here in this life to fulfill a mission that only you can carry. Ironically, on the journey of searching for that mission, many people get stuck in a very familiar place. They try to be positive. They try to be optimistic. They try to be successful, exactly according to the template that society hands them. They read inspirational quotes. They repeat positive affirmations. They stick little notes on the wall that say, I am worthy, I am wealthy, I am happy. And yet, every night when they lie down, their heart still feels empty. They still worry. They still fear being abandoned, fear failing, fear not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being worthy enough. The problem is not the positive words. The problem is this: the universe does not respond to your pretend positivity. The universe only responds to the real belief inside you. If deep down you still feel lacking, not enough, worthless, unworthy of love, unworthy of wealth, then no matter how many times you say out loud, I am worthy, the frequency you are truly broadcasting is still the frequency of lack and resistance. You say, I want to be wealthy, but every time you think about the bills, your body contracts, you panic, you worry. You say, I want a fulfilling love, but you constantly picture yourself being abandoned, betrayed, never chosen. You say, I want to live a meaningful life, but you keep blaming yourself, comparing yourself, doubting yourself. That is not the frequency of manifestation. That is the frequency of resistance. And then you ask, why am I trying so hard? But nothing changes. Why do I do so much, listen to so many podcasts, read so many books, and still feel stuck? You're stuck not because you're lazy. You're stuck not because you're useless. You're stuck because you haven't recognized your true identity and inherent value. You're stuck because you've forgotten the child you once were, the child who believed they were born to be different. Try to remember for a moment, when you were little, did you ever imagine yourself standing on a stage, doing something big, living a brilliant life, achieving something no one in your family ever had? Back then, you didn't care how much your monthly salary would be, whether you had property papers yet, whether things were stable or not. You just felt a powerful energy inside, a pure belief that said, there is something very special about me. Over time, life taught you to be more realistic. Stop dreaming, go get a job. Just get stable first, then think about other things. People need to know their place. Don't ask for too much. And so, to be accepted, you shrank your dreams. You started to confine yourself to what others thought was reasonable. You chose safety, but inside, your inner flame grew dimmer and dimmer. The painful thing is, you began to let your job, your salary, and your title define who you are. You think, if I'm unemployed, I'm a failure. If I don't earn a lot of money, I'm worthless. If I don't have a position, I'm nobody. But the truth is, your life is a script in which the universe has already sketched the broader strokes. And in that script, you are the main character, not a side role. There is not a single soul sent into this world just to be an extra. Your talents, your passions, the things that light you up, they are not random. They are the codes the universe uses to guide you. When you do something and feel, I could keep doing this forever and not get bored, that's a sign. When you help someone and feel your heart expand, feel time fly by, that's a sign. When you're in a certain space or environment and your heart whispers, this is where I truly belong, that's a sign. So how do you find your mission and the path that's truly yours? not by impulsively changing jobs, not by dropping everything and running away to some far-off place. It begins with 3 small steps that are actually very deep. Step 1. Listen. Listening here does not mean playing another motivational video or listening to another philosophical talk. Listening means turning off the outside noise, at least a few minutes each day, so you can hear your inner voice. Put your phone aside, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, who am I really, in this moment? If it weren't for family pressure, social expectations, or money worries, what am I truly called to do? At first, you might not hear anything. Just a jumble of thoughts, unfinished tasks, unresolved fears, negative scenarios. But if you are patient, if you give yourself another chance, then gradually, in the middle of that mental noise, a strange feeling will appear. It may not be clear words. It might be an intuition, a pull in a certain direction, a small, quiet inspiration, but very real. Step 2. Pay attention to the signs. The universe doesn't speak human language. It doesn't send you emails or call your phone. The universe speaks in symbols, synchronicities, and repetition. You might keep seeing the same numbers: 1111, 2222, 333. You might be struggling with a decision, and the very next day you randomly meet someone who tells a story that mirrors your situation. You might be thinking about changing jobs, and in the same week, 3 different opportunities appear as if they were designed just for you. Many people say, that's just luck, just coincidence, just random. But if you look deeper, you'll see when your inner frequency changes, when you genuinely want to live in alignment with yourself, to be truthful to your soul, the universe responds. Those signs are its answer. Step 3. Activate your gifts. There are things that are incredibly hard for others, but feel natural and light for you. Some people write with ease. Some speak in a way that moves others. Some only need to touch or be present with someone, and the other person already feels calmer. Some people can see order in chaos and are great at organizing systems. Others have a keen sense of aesthetics, turning ordinary things into beauty. None of that is just for fun. These are gifts entrusted to you by the universe, so that you can use them in service of life. When you dare to bring your gifts into the world, when you allow yourself to do what you're truly good at, even if, at first, they're just small steps, you are opening a completely new doorway into your reality. However, on this journey, the universe doesn't always roll out a red carpet, scatter rose petals, and say, go ahead, everything will be easy. Quite the opposite. Very often, it's the challenges, the breakdowns, and the losses that become the necessary lessons for your growth. Some people only seriously reevaluate their relationship, say for a painful breakup. Some only truly learn how to handle money after going bankrupt and losing everything. Some only truly understand how precious health is after a stay in the hospital. All of this is not to punish you. It is how the universe teaches you, adjusts you, pushes you out of paths that are no longer meant for you. There will be times when you feel like a loose sheet of newspaper being blown around by the wind, directionless, unsure where you're going. You wake up in the morning and ask, what am I even doing? Where am I going with my life? What's the point of living like this? That feeling is not a sign that you've lost. It's a reminder it's time to pay more attention to your direction, to the signals the universe is sending you every day. So what are those signals? There are 5 powerful signs you need to pay special attention to. First sign, genuine joy. Not the short-lived thrill of a funny video, scrolling social media, or spending money on impulse. Genuine joy is the kind that makes your heart open, makes you feel at peace, feel that your life has meaning, feel that you are living in alignment with who you really are. It might be the feeling when you help someone through a hard time, when you finish a creative project and see it come to life, when you sit in a deep conversation with someone and both of you feel a sense of healing. In those moments, the universe is saying, yes, this is your direction. Second sign, physical pain or discomfort. Sometimes the pain is purely physical. You need a doctor, treatment, medication. But very often, your body is speaking on behalf of emotions you have been suppressing and beliefs you haven't dared to face. The tightness in your shoulders and neck, the knot in your stomach when you're stressed, the heaviness in your chest when you think of a certain person. All of these can be signals that something in your life, in your work, your relationships, your environment, is no longer right for you. The universe uses your body as an alarm bell. The more you ignore it, the louder the bell rings. Third sign, things that keep repeating in your mind. A song, an image, a dream. If one line of a song keeps looping in your head, like I can't get no satisfaction, maybe it's not just a random tune. It could be reflecting a deeper inner state. You are not satisfied with your current life and something needs to change. If you repeatedly dream of going back to school, standing in an exam room unprepared. Your subconscious might be saying, you don't feel prepared or capable enough for what you are doing right now. It's time to invest seriously in learning and growth. Fourth sign, your inner voice, intuition. It's that feeling of just knowing without being able to explain why. When you meet someone and feel safe with them, even before you talk much. When you're about to sign a contract and something in your chest tightens, telling you something is off. When you're standing between two choices and your logical mind leans one way, but your heart feels lighter thinking about the other. Intuition is not fantasy, it is the language of the soul. To hear it clearly, you need quiet, you need the habit of turning inward, you need meditation, you need to watch your thoughts and feelings without judging them. Fifth sign, your ability to actively ask the universe. The relationship between you and the universe is not one way. You are allowed to speak. You can pray to a higher power, God, the universe, source, infinite intelligence, whatever name feels close to your heart. You can say, if this is the right path for me, please send me a clearer sign. If not, please help me see another way. When you ask with openness and sincerity, not to control the outcome but to listen, the universe will respond. Even so, to deeply understand this relationship, you need to know that the universe operates according to clear laws. Out of countless universal laws, there are 4 that strongly shape your life. First, the law of action. Without action, there is no result. You can pray, visualize, write down goals, cover your walls with vision boards. But if you never take even a small step towards them, the universe has nothing to work with. Your actions don't have to be grand, they have to be genuine. Sometimes action is as simple as making a phone call, signing up for a course, sending an email, writing the first lines of your book, daring to share your idea with the world. Second, the law of cause and effect. Nothing happens by pure accident. Every thought, every word, every action, including the decision to do nothing, plants a seed that will one day bear fruit. Procrastination is a seed. Avoidance is a seed. Ignoring your feelings is a seed. One day, you will meet the harvest that corresponds to the seeds you plant. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to remind you you have the power to choose which seeds you sow. Third, the law of attraction. You attract what you are, not what you pretend to be. Your energy is made up of your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, your words, your daily actions. If inside you is full of fear, scarcity, doubt, your outer world will easily mirror that with unstable, unsafe situations. If inside you consistently cultivate gratitude, appreciation, and sincerity, you'll naturally draw people and opportunities that carry the same frequency. Fourth, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. You are not a powerless victim of your circumstances. You have the right to choose which thoughts you believe, which emotions you hold on to, and what actions you take next. You can choose to stay in anger, resentment, jealousy, or choose to gradually release, heal, and transform. Energy does not disappear, it only changes form. Pain, if faced honestly and understood deeply, can turn into wisdom. Brokenness, if healed, can turn into compassion. But understanding the laws is still not enough. To truly move with the universe, you must distinguish clearly between setting goals and living those goals. Many people are great at setting goals. They write down what they want: a house, a car, a certain income, a healthy body, a beautiful relationship. They plan by year, by month, by day. They visualize a glorious future. But when they go back to their everyday life, they keep the same old habits: negative thinking, procrastination, staying tangled in fear, speaking in ways that belittle themselves. The conscious mind wants to move forward, but the subconscious pulls back. The conscious mind sets the goal, but the subconscious doesn't believe it's worthy. And when conscious and subconscious don't agree, the subconscious wins. The subconscious is like the one holding the steering wheel in the dark. The conscious mind sits beside it, holding the map and saying, "Let's drive to the city of happiness." But if the subconscious believes, "I don't deserve happiness, happiness is dangerous, wealth is bad," then even if the conscious mind wants to turn right, the subconscious will quietly turn the wheel left. That's why thinking positively alone is not enough. You need to learn how to touch your real feelings, even the ugly ones you've buried for so long: anger, fear, shame, resentment, the feeling of being useless. We're often told we must be strong, positive, optimistic. So every time we feel sad, we quickly shove it down and scold ourselves. "I'm so weak. I'm so negative." But emotions don't disappear just because you ignore them. They simply sink deeper, smoldering beneath the surface, until one day they erupt as burnout, depression, or total loss of faith. So no, Being positive all the time is not the definition of living right. Living truthfully with your emotions, and then learning how to hold and process them, is what brings your energy into harmony. Allow yourself to have weak days. Allow yourself to cry, to feel sad, to admit, today, I'm not okay. Then, when the wave of emotion recedes, gently bring your attention back to what you are grateful for, the things that soothe you, the small but genuine blessings in your life. That is when you begin to tap into a crucial power, living in the present moment and practicing gratitude. Many people live as if chasing something always ahead of them. If I just get this promotion, I'll be happy. If I just make enough money to buy a house, I'll be at peace. If I just find a partner, I won't be lonely anymore. But once they reach one goal, they chase another, and happiness keeps moving further away. Meanwhile, the present, this very moment in which you breathe, feel, and live, is overlooked. You drink a glass of water, but don't notice its coolness. You eat dinner with your family, but your mind is drifting to your work. You walk a familiar road but never notice how beautiful the sky is today. The universe keeps reminding you to stay here, in this moment. You can start simply by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down at least 5 things you're grateful for: someone who helped you today, a sentence that touched your heart, a moment that made you laugh, a delicious meal, a deep sleep, a new idea. When you read it back, you'll realize your life has never really lacked goodness. You just weren't paying attention. So what makes you think the universe isn't listening? Usually, it's because of 5 blockages. You don't understand the universal laws. You don't distinguish between setting goals and carrying them out. Your conscious and subconscious minds are not aligned. You avoid and bury your emotions instead of processing them. And you don't appreciate the present because you're always chasing the future. As these blockages slowly dissolve, you will see a very different truth. True abundance doesn't arrive when you sprint endlessly trying to make as much as possible, but when you live in alignment with your soul's mission. The universe doesn't answer your prayers with thoughts. It answers with outcomes shaped by your actions. If you say, I want to heal others, begin by healing yourself. If you say, I want to be wealthy, start by learning to handle the money you already have with awareness and appreciation. If you say, I want a beautiful love, start by learning to love yourself in a mature way and learning to love others without clinging or controlling. Don't stake your entire sense of self in your salary, your contracts, your titles. Those things can come and go. If you cling to them to define your worth, every external change can throw you into an abyss. Shift your focus from chasing material things to discovering your soul's mission. When you do what you are truly called to do, money, opportunities, relationships, peace will gradually find you as natural consequences. Your talents and passions are not decorations in your life. They are clues to the blueprint the universe has placed inside you. Someone with deep listening and empathy may be called to healing, counseling, or companionship work. Someone with a systemic mind, who can see the big picture, may be called to build organizations, create projects, design structures. Someone with an artist's heart, who senses beauty in small things, may be called to bring beauty and inspiration into the world. You don't need to make up your destiny. Your destiny has already been seeded within you, through your talents, your passions, your wounds, your experiences. You came here to live a life that is sacred, authentic, and abundant from within. Start gently, right now. From this very moment, allow yourself to acknowledge what your heart truly longs for. Allow yourself to face the fears and sorrows you've never named. Allow yourself to believe that you deserve a life aligned with your soul. And from there, each day, listen a little more, pay attention to the signs a little more, be honest with your feelings a little more, take even one small step a little more, and appreciate each present moment a little more. The universe is not far away. The universe is watching you, walking with you, patiently waiting for you to return to yourself. And perhaps, the fact that you are hearing these words right now is also a sign. A very soft but very clear whisper: it's time. It's time for you to stop merely getting through the days, and begin truly living as the soul you were always meant to be.